Good morning, YouTube. This is Charles here with Commodity Traders International, and we are going to begin to look at the pellet mill plant. This is a CPM, stands for California Pellet Mill Master Plant, that has been completely reconditioned by us here at CTI. We have assembled it the best we can inside the building so that you can see how it goes together, and then it will be disassembled. I need to clarify that we cannot assemble it all the way. You're going to need some height with this thing because this cyclone goes right here, gets bolted together, and it will go on top of the cooler that is up there. This is meant to be a self-contained plant, and it has a 40 horse pellet mill. Estimates, there is literature on our website, but estimates of 1 ton per hour, and that probably based on whatever you are pelletizing, could have different capacities. I will go over these lower items. The pellet mill itself has a 40 horsepower 230 460 volt motor. The feed motor is a 5 horsepower motor, 230 460 volts. And then it also has the variable speed feeder with it, and it is the motors that are down here. These are all also hazardous location, explosion proof motors. The crumble, roll, shaker, and fan are all powered from one motor, and we will get up there and get that information here shortly. We're going to run all of these for you today. And the feeder out of the bottom of the cooler has its own motor right up there. Don't know if you can see it right up there. That's for the feeder. The bearings on this unit have all been replaced. All main bearings have been replaced, and the bins are here. Everything is here so that you can set this up and go to pelletizing. It is a complete CPM master plant. These are the extra pipes, transitions, and sweep elbows, because you would be hooking the pipes on up there, going around and putting your pellets in the top of the cooler and beginning the process of bringing them down to your bagging bin after they are screened. The literature is also on the website and will be posted with this, and they will screen out the fines, and then the fines are reintroduced via that spout right there to be repelletized in the conditioner. And then you would bag out of here. This is where you would bag. Has a pivoting gate right there. You can see that it pivots. You could also modify this system and hang a bagger that would weigh out the 50 pounds. So we have everything here ready and reconditioned. We also have where steam would be introduced. This is the steam manifold. This has all been gone through and put in order. All the conditioners and everything. Towards the end of this video, we will open this up here. We are going to give the customer, when this is purchased, the correct die for their application. We have 2 dies that came with the unit. We are going to supply a new die because these show wear and damage. We don't know their condition, and so we will supply a brand new die with the unit when we know what the application will be. We are looking now at the very top without the clone. The clone that would catch the pellets will be mounted over that cooler. We are looking now from the top of this bin down to the floor is 18 feet 4 inches. So in a little while we will get a measurement of the clone to give you the overall height. Just giving you an angle. We're going to start that motor up here in a little bit. And all the bins have been cleaned, sandblasted, and primed on the inside. And the cooler and the fan, everything's been rebuilt, and the fan has been balanced so that the vibration would be cut down. This motor is a 15 horse 230 460 volt. It will run the crumble rolls and the fan and the screener, all ran from one motor. We're going to test run it, that's why it's open here. This is the top down view. There is a bin pressure switch there. This is the top view above the fan, and the rolls on the grooves on the rolls on the crumble roller are in excellent shape, and there also is a bypass lever when you don't want to crumble your pellets. This motor on the feed roller is a 1/4 horse 230 460 volt. This is another view. Right back there is the lever for bypassing the crumble roll. Here is the screen for making the screen for the screening out the fines. You'll have to pardon the noise. We're in a working shop. They're working on other projects. This is looking into the bagging bin. You can see that it has been sandblasted and primed also. Everything has been thoroughly taken apart and meticulously gone through. Over here you will find the cyclone and the connecting pipes to get this all up to the top of the cooler. Here we are, a different angle. This is showing the feed bin where your product to be pelletized would be before it goes into the conditioner. Once again, we are now down on the ground looking at the setup. We're going to fire it up for you shortly, one motor at a time. This is a CPM 40 horsepower master plant pellet mill. There is the serial number 360984. This has had all new oil put in it also. It's all ready to run. All the bearings have been changed. Want to reiterate kind of the flow. You have the fan blowing air from up there down this tube. Pellets are introduced here. There's a feed gate as they're being made from the pellet mill. They are sent up this sweep elbow, and the rest of the elbows and transitions and pipe are over there. It's all here. Here is the clone that these would be blown into. The clone goes to the top right up there. That left machine, the cooler, gets bolted on top of that, and it would have to be supported from your roof or through the roof, however you choose to do it. And then the pellets go through the cooler. You can either crumble them for like chicken feeds, or you can bypass the crumble roll machine straight onto the screener, and then the pellets arrive in this bagging bin. And then the fines that are screened out are caught in that little funnel right there and reintroduced to the conditioner and feeder of the pellet mill. So this is a complete pellet making plant, approximate capacity of 1 ton per hour. Right there. Like new, gone through condition. You can also contact us here at Commodity Traders International if you need a mixer, horizontal mixer, to mix your rations before pelletizing, and hammer mills for grinding your ration before pelletizing. We also can help you with bag closing equipment, whether it's sewers or heat sealers, and weighing for bags, 50-pound bags, 40-pound bags. We can help you with all of that. So we can help you get a complete setup for your operation. I also want to reiterate, we will be taking this down and palletizing so that it can go into the storage warehouse and await its buyer. So all of this will be taken down, palletized, and organized so for ease of shipment. Also, we need to reiterate, from the top of that bin right up there to the floor right down here is 18 feet 4 inches. From the outside of this post across is 6 foot 7 inches. So that would be the width on the floor. Now obviously you have that pipe that makes a U shape sticking out. So approximately overall width, and this bin flares out on the floor, is 6 feet 7 inches. But up top, I would say you probably are at 9.5 to 10 foot wide for your pipe sticking out. Now from this foot all the way over to this foot is 10 foot 3 inches. And then this pipe sticks out. So add about another from here to here, 16 inches. From here over to there. It's going to fit in an area that is 10 foot wide by 12 foot long. The height of the cone part of the cyclone is 63 inches measured to that piece of iron. So your cone part is 63 inches. From this ring where it bolts to the cone over here to the top of the cover is 48 inches. So the clone, when it is bolted together, is 9 foot 3 inches when these two pieces are bolted together. So 9 foot 3 inches plus the 18 foot 4 inches that go from the top there. So with the clone bolted up there, you are looking at 27 feet 7 inches. So you could say basically overall height 28 feet when fully assembled, if you're going to keep it all inside. We are going to begin now to fire each individual mechanism up. We are now going to start the conditioner and the feeder. The feeder is up here, and it has a control variable speed. All the way to the left is stop, and then all the way over to here is full. This is the feeder right here from the bin where your product to be pelletized will begin to feed through the feeder, then the conditioner, which is the steam is introduced before it goes into the pellet die. Now we have the feeder going. It is stopped, and then we will move it over to feed. And then that's feeding. This is full feed now. That is the variable speed of the feeder. The conditioner is turning inside this tube where steam would be introduced and is brought over to begin the pellet mill. This is the inside of the feeder screw. We're going to open the conditioner. You can see that that is clean and ready for service. This is the cover off of the conditioner. You can see in there where the steam is introduced on the other side, and that the shaft and the fins are in good condition. Here is a picture of it running without the cover on. We're now going to start the 40 horse. Okay. Obviously we're not pelletizing anything, but you can see that the motor is not making any abnormal noises or anything like that. We now have removed the cover, so you can see the die that we have on it so that it can be all together. We'll start it now. Once we know what the customer needs, this will all be taken care of. Hope you can see in there. There you can see it in action. That's the screener. The fan and the crumble roll. I don't know if you can see them right behind that guard there. They're spinning. Come over here and see we have quite a fan, quite a blow. Now we have one last motor to run, and that is the feeder from the cooler into the crumble roll or onto the screener. Remember, there's a bypass lever if you want to make crumbles or if you want straight pellets. We are now going to start the feed roller, and this is the last motor of the machine. You can see feed roller is in there working. That would be bringing the pellets out of the cooler onto the screener or through the crumble roll. While I'm up here, I will show you the grooves on the feed roller. You can see that they are in good condition. They're just light surface rust from when we cleaned it, but they are in very good condition. You have the LePage cut, the ones going around, and then the ones going across. Here is a picture of the screen for sifting the fines out of the pellets. This concludes the videotaping of the CPM 40 horsepower master pellet mill plant. Everything has been ran. It's all ready to be packaged and ready for shipment. Please let us know if you are looking for this equipment or other equipment.